do you know when to replace your shoes? Now, you might think, what has this got to do with spinal and joint pain? Well, if your shoes are old and worn out, they do not support your feet well. And the feet are the anchors of your body, right? You're standing with all your body weight on your feet. If your feet are not properly supported, it is not going to give a good support to the structures above it. So it's basically like building blocks. So if you're a mom or you've seen little kids play with building blocks, if you have a tall tower and the base of the building blocks is not stable, then what will happen is the blocks or above will not be as stable. So if you do not stabilize your feet by wearing proper and supportive shoes, you're going to have potential injuries or pain in your feet, ankle, knees, hips, or even up your spine. So, in order to avoid this, it is good to know when to replace your shoes. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids manage their aches and pains that come from their motherhood journey. Now, what does that mean? So basically, if you have had a spinal, that is your neck and back, or joint pain that has started during your pregnancy, childbirth, or the later years, this is where I come in and help you with simple tips and strategies to help you manage these pains. As moms, we are busy people. Hey, who's got the time to take out like a chunk of your day or an hour or two for exercises or for keeping yourself fit? Well, if you can, then that's good for you. But as a mom, I'm busy and I like to incorporate things into my existing daily schedule. So that's exactly what I help you to do with easy lifestyle changes, exercises, tips, hacks, tricks. And that's how I'll help you. All right, so let's go back to how do you know when you need to replace your old shoes? So if you have your shoe nearby, or maybe you want to do it after the video, pick up your shoe, turn it around, and have a look at the sole of the shoe. So when you flip your shoe around and you're looking at the base of the shoe, see if it looks worn out. Now, if it is worn out, it's not going to give you that friction when you step on the floor, much like the wheels of a car. If the treads on the wheel of a car are worn out, they don't give you enough friction and it's time to replace the wheels. The same goes for your shoes. The second thing you want to do is take your shoe and keep them side by side. Look at the back of the shoe. You know, the heel cup, the area that cups around the back of your ankles. Look at that area. Is it a, compare the two sides, the left and the right, and is one side falling outwards or is more tilted outwards or inwards? Especially for people who have flat feet, you will see that there's a little bit of a tilting on the outside, towards the outside on the shoe. It might be more or less on one side depending on how flat your feet are. And if you have one of those who have supinated feet, so basically rolling inwards and not rolling out, like flat feet, you're rolling outwards. For supinated feet, you're rolling inwards. So if that is the case, your back of the shoe will be more inclined towards the inside. If that is the case, maybe it's time to replace your shoes. And then obviously you can look at other things like orthotics and insoles or exercises to strengthen the muscles. Say you are rolling outwards and you have flat feet, you can look at exercises to strengthen the inside of your feet, so that if you're rolling out, you strengthen the inside muscles of the feet so that you can well, come back to a neutral position. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. So going back to your shoe, now you want the heel cup to be snug and hold on to your ankle well. When I say heel cup, it is basically the back of the shoe where you insert your foot in and the area that sits behind your foot. So basically where your calf muscle is meeting your ankle. So you want the heel cup to be snug. So suppose this is the heel cup and it's holding on to your heel. You don't want it to be so tight that it's uncomfortable. You don't want it really loose. Otherwise, your foot is going to be moving around inside your inside the heel cup of your shoe. It's not going to give you a support. And this is a potential source of ankle injuries when your heel cup is not tight enough or snug enough. All right, so the other thing is look at the body of the shoe. So suppose this is your shoe, look around the shoe. How does it look? Does it look a bit worn out? If you have things like, say, bunions, or you have any problem or deformities with your feet, you will see that one side of the shoe is more worn out. Usually bunions are present around the great toe, the big toe. So you will see the shoe is jutting out. If you have bunions, you probably want to wear wider shoes, the ones that are not too narrow in the front. However, if you even if you wear wider shoes, it tends to sort of, the bunion tends to jut against the body of the shoe, so it sort of pushes it out over a period of time. So that tells you that your shoe is probably out of shape and you need to look at replacing it. All right, so these are the 4 points that I wanted to cover. So basically the sole of the foot, so the sole of the shoe, the body of the shoe, the heel cup, and then when you put both the shoes together and you're looking at it from behind, like the back of the shoe. So these are the 4 points. There are quite a few other points, but these are the 4 simple ones that you can look at. You don't need to get into the nitty-gritties of it. These 4 will help you decide whether you need to replace your shoes or not. All right, so if you suffer from flat feet, or if you have foot, knee, or ankle pain, and you're looking for some simpler solutions to these problems, I have a free community where I talk about these, and we do free trainings in our community every month. And this is where you have access to me. Basically, you can ask me your questions and I'm happy to answer them there. If you'd like to join, I'll leave a link in the description of this video. For those of you watching me on Instagram, I will leave a link. The link is in my bio. Basically, when you click on my Instagram bio, you'll see a link there. You click on it, it'll take you to another page, and you can join my community from there. Alrighty, I hope this was useful for you guys. And if you have any questions or comments on this topic, please drop them in the comments below. If you would like me to talk about a specific topic pertaining to joint and spinal, that is your neck and back pain, please do that, and do drop it into the comments and I'll be happy to follow it up. All right.